So Heather was in work yesterday. Did you see her?
No.
Up at the bar?
Oh, yeah. She came in for a minute.
Yeah. Did she strike you as being distant?
Away from the bar, or?
No. I mean, she was right there at the bar, but like personally aloof maybe is a better way to describe it.
No, I don't really think I got that. She seemed fun. Gave me a big hug. Smiled when I walked up.
Yeah, that hug was pretty big.
Yeah.
Does she do that to you often?
Yeah, pretty much every time I see her.
Do you think she's got a thing for you?
Come on.
I mean, I ask. I don't know. I sometimes question things too much. You know, sometimes I read too much into things.
That's ridiculous.
I see the signs there.
I don't know. She's pretty in love with you, man.
I think it might be over. Not that I want it to be over.
What would make you think something like that?
Just the way she's been acting. I mean, distant, cold.
When you say distant, what's she doing?
Aloof. It's like she's not there. It's like when she's with me, she's not with me. Maybe she's imagining me to be somebody else. Maybe she's imagining she's somewhere else. I don't think I'm reading too much into it. Today when she left for work, she told me she loved me.
Right.
But it was the way. It was the way she told me she loved me.
Well, how did she say it? I mean, it was like a weird inflection in her voice, or?
Pseudo-passionate, kind of, hey, I'm going to miss you for the 8 hours. Maybe that's one way to read it. But I took it more as, hey, I really do love you, but it's not working out. I might not be coming back.
Wow. Was it looking in her eye? Was she looking you in the eye?
No, she was looking in the mirror, the car. She was backing out. Like looking in the past.
I see. All right. Well, let me play devil's advocate for a second, just for a second. All right.
Okay. Do you think it'll help?
Yeah, I mean, I do. Maybe she's looking into the rear view and looking into the past, you know, and you know, thinking about some of the things that she doesn't like about you. But honestly, I mean,
do you think so? Is
I'm
that?
just saying, I don't personally believe that. But if you want.
I mean, what could there possibly be in the past that she doesn't like about me?
I don't know. There was the time with the sheep that was awkward. I mean, I know the allegations were never officially made, but I mean, there was a lot of questions about it.
I was hoping it over a fence. We've been through this. Nothing ever happened.
And I believe
I
you.
love animals.
I don't doubt that.
I don't love animals, but
right, yeah,
affectionate,
sure,
platonic type of love.
Platonic relationship with an animal is perfectly normal, you know.
Well, she's always nagging me about taking out the trash.
Normal.
Do the dishes.
Normal.
Stop masturbating when company's over.
That just sucks. That's where I would go with mine.
Am I wrong here?
No.
Is that? I mean, it's an infringement on my masculinity.
Well, it's an infringement on your rights.
I don't know.
Well, maybe you should talk to her about it. Have you talked to her?
I've tried, but she doesn't ever really want to talk about it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
what does she say when you bring it up?
Leave me alone. I'm taking a shit.
Oh.
I don't have time right now.
Yeah. What is she doing when she doesn't have the time?
Usually taking a shit.
Do you think for 1 second she'd be thinking about marrying you if she had reservations?
I think she's trying to sabotage the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she actually, in all honesty, wants the wedding to go down. Every idea I throw out there, she shoots down with all the veracity of a World War II gunner on the back of a B-32 Flying Fortress, or whatever it was called.
That's a bit extreme. I mean, you mean to tell me you think that she's sabotaging the idea of your marriage because, you know, I can't even begin to think about that because I remember the one day I came over here and she refused to take her wedding dress off. She had it on all day long. Like we were trying to watch the game and cook out, and here she was, barbecue sauce all over her hand.
What is actually wrong with having a reception at Chuck E. Cheese?
I mean, I love skee ball.
Well, I mean, look at who hasn't ever fantasized about jumping into a ball pit wearing a tuxedo.
Actually, I've fantasized about doing that naked, but I guess a tuxedo would be so bad.
Seriously, dude?
I think that having a reception at Chuck E. Cheese is not a horrible idea, but I mean, you know, she's a girl. Her marriage is going to be her marriage. Maybe she wants, you know, she's got her ideals and her dream of what she thinks her marriage should be.
I called up and asked them, and they said that we could put pink ribbons and flowers all over the place.
At Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. Is that not girly enough?
Yeah, it's girly, but it would totally clash with all the other colors you have.
But think about all the great gifts. I mean, with all those tickets, what could you not buy?
That's true. You know, you might be able to actually pay for the entire reception with tickets. Maybe you're nervous about this entire thing. Maybe that's why you're reading into these things. I don't believe that she's being distant. I don't believe that she feels any other way that she loves you to death. I'm thinking maybe you're just reading into it too much.
But how cool would it be to have a stripper jump out of a pizza?
That would be cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Apparently she doesn't see the side of that.
Really?
I don't know why. She loves pizza. I honestly think that she is looking for any viable option to get out of this relationship.
I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that.
I think that she has honestly turned the dogs against me.
How's that?
Every time I come in, they jump all over me.
They're being affectionate. That's what they do.
They're trying to knock me over.
Oh, I think that they're just being affectionate.
I don't have insurance. Whatever she's feeding the dogs, they're all flatulent and shitty.
You think that the dogs are against you, that she's actually training the dogs.
Well, does it not sound whole like World War II trench warfare with gas and stuff? I mean, they just run around the house farting all the time. And it's not because I've changed their diet. I don't feed them anything different, but I don't know what she does when I'm not here. I mean, look at her, man.
Yeah.
She's staring me down.
Yeah, she hates you.
The dog, walk away. The dog hates me.
So you honestly think that she's turning the dogs against you?
Look, she tells me how good the dogs are when I'm not here. I'm here by myself. They run around the house. They tear around the house.
That's what they do, though.
And they do nothing but shit and fart constantly. I was reading this very informative article on HistoryChannel.com the other day where they were talking about how Hitler had actually trained Weimaraners and German Shepherds to break wind near enemy lines as a form of warfare. And I left it up, and I'm sure that she always checks my computer for porn.
And you think she read that?
I think she read that.
And simultaneously learned how to train the dogs to break wind.
There was even a recipe online on how to mix Alpo and cabbage for maximum effects.
Do people not have better things to do with their lives to actually post that on the internet? The dogs are, I mean, they're doing dog things. I mean, they're being affectionate. They're jumping up and down. You feel like they're trying to knock you over because they're huge, not because they're trying to knock you over. And they're in some Al-Qaeda training camp while you're gone. So I mean, has she done anything nice lately? I mean, or overly nice, or?
I mean, the only endearing thing I can find about her is that she encourages me to go off and have unprotected sex with streetwalkers.
The hell is that about?
Well, sometimes she knows that I get tense. There are times in the month where she can't service me. Go off and have a go on the streetwalker, she says.
That's all well and
Don't wear a profo.
Well,
If it would break.
That doesn't make any sense at all. I mean,
Well, sure it does. I mean, it cuts down on the sensitivity.
No, I understand that. The concept of her allowing you to go out and have unprotected sex is totally ludicrous. What is she trying to do?
What's going to happen? I'm paying them. I'm not going to see them again.
Well, no.
If I get them knocked up, are they really going to know it was me?
Okay, I get how it works, but what I'm saying is
It's just a simple exchange. Here's a 20, sweetheart.
Right.
Come over here and sit on my penis.
Yeah, I saw the footage on Marion Barry too. I don't know, the whole thing just seems a little crazy. I mean, earlier what you were talking about, it didn't really rub me the wrong way. I mean, looking in the rearview mirror while she says I love you, that's not such a big deal. The dogs being a little rambunctious, they're dogs, that's understandable. I just think it's totally ludicrous. It's just weird. It doesn't even make sense. I mean, that she would allow you to do something like that, and yet you find it endearing. I mean, you should be concerned. If you love her as much as you do, and you're reading into all these things, wouldn't you be reading into something like that? Maybe she's doing something on the side.
Do you think?